Hi there, I'm Ben, and it's time for another gold medal guide for Red Dead Redemption 2. This time we're doing the Chapter 3 mission, American Distillation. The objectives you need to complete to get gold in this mission are win the race back to camp, complete the mission without taking any damage, get 10 headshots, and complete with at least 70% accuracy. Like always, you need to complete all of these objectives in one run of the mission to get the gold medal. They'll be in the description below with timestamps if you need reminding of what they are or wish to skip ahead. The objective that gave me most problems was not completing the mission without taking damage as you'd think, but actually getting 10 headshots. The reason for this is that you can run out of enemies quite easily. There are explosions taking some out, and Bill is a pretty good shot, so whittles them down as well. I'll go into more detail about what to do when we get there. Just another thing to mention, the health objective is not to take damage for the whole mission, so if you take damage from, let's say, trying to take a shortcut to win the race and smashing into a tree, that's going to count as well. Right, I'm going to leave it here and I'll pick the commentary back up just before the fight as you blow the distillery up.
Whoa. Excuse me a moment.
I told you we was moving up in this world. Deputies.
You have finally lost your mind.
Amongst these drunkards, hillbillies, and slavers? Good honest thieves like us. We're bound to be moralizers in a place like this. Oh, Sheriff Gray, you are back.
Now listen, sir. There is shine in them woods, though, and it is costing this county its good name, and the state a whole lot of income. You boys wouldn't mind rooting it out. Maybe we'll make you permanent. I gotta set me down a second.
Not a problem, sir. Not a problem at all. You are in safe hands now. And people waste time with the temperance movement. Liquor never dulled a good man's senses. Arthur, you ride with the deputy. Bill and I will follow.
Climb on up. Let's go.
Archibald,
How are you?
pretty good.
And your friend is behaving himself?
Oh, yes. I think he's learned his lesson.
Congratulations on becoming a temporarily deputized citizen of Scarlet Meadows County. Most towns just get bounty hunters to do their dirty work these days, but Sheriff Gray believes the law should keep the law. Now, I'm sure I don't need to remind you there's a chain of command here.
There is?
Dang straight there is. This is a dangerous business, but follow my lead and you'll be just fine.
Sure. Hey! Archibald wants to remind us he's in charge here.
Of course.
Who else would be?
You were a big help with them Anderson boys, and I put in a very good word with the sheriff on your behalf.
We appreciate that.
We rounded up the others soon after. I'm pushing for the rope myself, but that's by the by.
So, these moonshiners.
Not just any moonshiners, Braithwaites. I told you about the Braithwaites.
Pretty sure you did.
Old Cotton family had a fortune at one point until, well, a few changes in the labor laws. Now they're dealing in moonshine. We found their stills hidden all over Lemoyne. Quick as we destroy one, another one pops up. You could call it a pitiful fall from grace, if they had any grace to start with.
I have no time for tax dodgers.
Not to mention the fact that Catherine Braithwaite has a rather expensive interest in thoroughbred horses to maintain.
But I heard something about it being gold these families were fighting over.
Well, that's the rumor. But the Grays and the Braithwaites think the others stole a fortune from them. But it happened so long ago, I don't know for sure if it's true.
Must be tough being rich, huh?
So I imagine.
That badge rather suits you, Mr. W.
Yes. I thought so, too.
Does it feel good to be back at it? Serving your country?
I wouldn't go that far.
Whoa! Whoa! Hold up. You see that wagon? don't look good. Oh. Come on, mister. Keep your eyes open. No. This must have happened recently. Hey, come have a look at this. Look. Suit and tie. One bullet clean through the forehead. Well, my money says this is the handiwork of a gang called the Lemoyne Raiders.
Yeah, I've run into them.
Let's see if we've got any identification. Okay. We should get going. I'll send someone over here later to clean this up. Would you mind taking the reins? I want to have a look at these papers.
Sure.
I'll direct you. Okay. Frederick Mitchell, Lemoyne State Legislator. Poor feller. Yes, this certainly smacks of the Raiders to me. Bunch of ex-Army Free Staters without an ounce of respect for the law. That's 7 government officials they've murdered this year alone. Go right at the crossroads.
Yep. Not the nicest fellas in my experience.
Oh, and I know the Braithwaites are in business with them. No shame. They're right again here. Trash begets trash, my Uncle Reginald used to say. He had a few stories, let me tell you. Town preacher and town sheriff. Would drink a sailor under the table before breakfast. He had one tiny hand, like a child's, on the end of a grown man's arm. But anyway, this tells you what kind of people the Braithwaites are. Selling moonshine to murderers. I tell folks don't even speak to them. Don't even look them in the eye. Here we are. So what was I saying?
Something about the Braithwaites, I think.
Even saying that word makes me sick. Now, anyone we find here, we bring in alive, understood? Round them up and take this operation down for good. Come on. Let's see what we're dealing with. See? See? What did I tell you, boys? What did I say? I said this place was crawling with vermin, and we just found ourselves the rat's nest par excellence, as they say in Paris. My aunt, she went to Paris back in
How are we
'78.
gonna handle this?
Well, the way I see
Actually, let my friend here decide. He doesn't have your fine way with words, but he is definitely the man for the job.
Let's split up. Arthur and Bill, me and Archibald. You boys want right or left?
We'll take the left.
Let's stop these filthy, degenerate tax dodgers. The cheek of them.
A fine idea.
Hush.
Remember what he said. We need them alive. Let's just knock them out and tie them up.
Got it, Deputy Williamson.
See one by the bridge over there? I'll tie this bastard up. I think there's another one by the still.
Good work, gentlemen.
I think that's it.
Well, what do we do now?
We better destroy all this. Any of your boys can handle explosives?
Sure. Anyone but him.
So,
Think you're real funny, don't you?
That is the last time I'll mention it, I swear.
Right, you get asked to blow the distillery up using dynamite. The fight starts straight after. Run through the gap in the trees behind you to get head start on Bill. Taking damage shouldn't be a problem here as long as you stay in cover at all times. Use short bursts of Deadeye to tag an enemy's head and take him down as soon as he appears. This is going to help you get your 10 headshots obviously, and it's also going to keep your accuracy above 70%. Remember, you need to be quick here as things are exploding and Bill is a pretty good shot, so you can easily run out of enemies before you have your 10 headshots. Whenever it's clear, push forward to give you a better chance of killing enemies before Bill does. The only enemy you need to watch out for during the fight is the very last one. He pops out of the building right at the bottom of the street. Be ready to take him down as soon as he appears.
Boy, I kill like a prisoner. Get out of here with these bastards! There's more coming up from the... There are more by those huts. Let's clear them out. You up against real men now. We're gonna add you to the casualty.
Christ alive!
I don't see any more. Do you?
No,
Let's find Dutch and get out of here.
fine by me.
Well done. Well, forgive me, but me and my men must return to our lives. Ah, seems like we failed to destroy the last of the moonshine.
Sure.
Would you like us to?
Well, I normally take it. For personal consumption, it's sort of part of the job. But I better get back home. Why don't I just take a jug or two and leave you boys the rest to show that there's no hard feelings on account of the war?
We are all Americans.
Of course. My cousin, Webster, he used to say some of us is not as American as others, if you know what I mean. Only I didn't quite. Come on, you degenerate, no-good, white trash, hillbilly piece of scum. I know you, Billy Lime.
Finally.
You've always been a piece
Finally.
of crap. Come on, move it.
We have a life
Move it!
on a land so stupid, a backwater so backwards that even we are like geniuses. Bill, get this stuff out of here. Come on, you ride with me.
Okay.
Should I stash this somewhere near camp, boss?
Yes, show it to Hosea. I'm sure he can find a use for it. Bit of trouble back there, Arthur?
Ain't there always? From what they was yelling, I think they were the buyers.
Old Archibald didn't ask too many questions, so neither should we.
I ain't planning to.
That was worth the effort, though. deputized and hiding in plain sight. These lawmen, these two families.
Okay, once the fight is finished, there is just one objective left, and that is to beat Dutch in the race back to camp. You'll be given the option to race or not. Make sure you say yes. The race is really easy as you can use shortcuts, and there's a really quick one right at the end. Once you go over the train track, look on your map and you'll see the camp just off to the left. Cut through the woods to gain a massive advantage over Dutch. Be careful not to hit a tree though. You can still take damage and fail that objective at this point. Once you're back at the camp, the mission will finish. That's going to be it from me. I'm going to let the rest of the mission play out. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.
You okay there, old man? Yep. The final stretch.
You really think you can hold that lead?
No doubt. Yep.
Let's go, boy. Yeah. I never knew you were quite so good at running away, Arthur.
Oh, I never knew age had slowed you down quite so much.
Well, time is a bastard. When you get to be my age, well, you'll know that better than anything. Be well. I had fun with you today. I was gonna say you're like a son to me. But you're more than that.